All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm very, very excited to be back on the VFX Summit. I will quickly just start presenting. Let's get started. Because this year is particularly exciting because last year when I was at this talk, there was a lot of stories that I had shared, which was done elsewhere outside of India, and a lot of work was just beginning to start in India. But this year, I'm happy to say there's quite a lot of examples, quite a lot of work that's being done over here. So let me just start from the beginning, share my screen. Okay, hope you can all see my screen okay. Also make sure I'm sharing with. All right. So my name is Arvind Neelakantan. I am the technical account manager, evangelist, head of tech of Epic Games out of India and Southeast Asia. And today I'm going to be talking about Shots India program and Women Creator Program 2022, which are programs that we did last year, which has been enabling Indian studios to adopt Unreal Engine and the Unreal pipeline in their television and film workflows. So the agenda really is in the next 30 minutes or so, I'll go through the journey of chronicling the recent evolution of interactive graphics in media and entertainment with, of course, focus on film and television. I'll also just briefly talk about Epic Games and Unreal Engine for those who are unfamiliar with it. And then I'll just dive into some of the reasons why people use Unreal Engine in their workflow. And then I will talk about what has been the impact of the Women Creator Program and the Shots India program that we conducted last year, which we are once again, doing it or having the same program, having a second version of the same program again in 2022. Sorry about that. So anyway, so there you go. So Epic Games was, of course, founded in 1991 by Tim Sweeney, who's our CEO. And he was the one who built Epic Games to develop real-time technologies for, of course, video games first, but with the vision that one day it will get into like virtual real-time environments and into the metaverse, which is a topic that's kind of unavoidable these days. And it's not only for playing games, but to go shopping, hang out with your friend, look at movies, make movies, design things like cars, buildings, entire worlds. And that's a vision that we're really committed to deliver through Unreal Engine. Now, Unreal Engine itself was released in 2001 after being used in many games internally at Epic. So it's a software that is pretty much real time at its core. And it's also very open because the source code is on GitHub. So you can download it, you can compile it, you can see what's up. And at this point, there are over 500 games being built with Unreal by other companies, 45 of which are made by Epic Games ourselves, including Fortnite. Now, quick update on Fortnite. We have about 350 million registered users. It is one of the largest games in the world. It runs on all gaming platforms. There's, if you haven't played that game, it's like, you at least one of the versions of the game is like you have 100 players jumping into an island, and it's like a very classic, classic kind of like a shooter royale game. And all of the entirety of the game itself is made with Unreal Engine 4 and now with Unreal Engine 5, and as the same Unreal Engine that is being used by everyone else. So it's a very tested game that we make sure that we know that is tested internally, and only then do we actually give it out to the world. By the way, the game is right now in Chapter 3, Season 1, and if you haven't played it already, definitely check it out. It's a fantastically awesome season. And I also want to focus on the connection between Fortnite and different media as a hint to the metaverse. So as chapters and seasons go by, from time to time, Fortnite becomes a host for crossover events. And these events connect the games to sports events, concerts, movies, and television shows. A great example of that is a crossover event with the music world, which was in August, where Ariana Grande performed the Rift concert that was experienced in Fortnite by more than 12 million people. So people stopped playing the game for a moment, they started dancing. It shows how the game is really evolving towards the metaverse. Another great crossover event, which is closer to film and television, was the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker event that took place in December, where the game once again stopped and the story unfolded in the Fortnite sky with the Empire Sky Destroyers coming out of hyperspace, the Millennium Falcon battling a squadron of fighters. And you could witness the battle from various different points because it is, of course, a game. It's not, you're not fixed to one camera. And then finally, the Falcon landed. J.J. Abrams came out of it. He presented a clip of the movie that was never seen. And these are the kinds of events that we're beginning to see a lot. In fact, even Christopher Nolan, came to Fortnite in what is called the Fortnite movie night and presented his classic movies in Fortnite Party Royale Island. So Fortnite and many other games are, of course, built with the Unreal Engine. And like I said, that's the same engine that is now being used by not just for people who are making games, but also in many non-game markets, including film and television. So here's a short summary of the industries that's already embracing Unreal Engine to develop interactive experiences of all types, from VR to movies to live events to visualization of car designs, buildings, and whatnot. Now, in all of these non-gaming markets, Unreal Engine is free for creators, which means that you can just download the engine and go using all the free resources that's available online to learn and to build something pretty cool. So that brings us to one of my favorite topics, which is why even use Unreal Engine for film and television? What are the benefits of using it? Why are so many people in India and in Southeast Asia using this in production in the film industry today? And for that, it's also important to understand, like, what is it that traditional filmmakers have been using, or the tools that traditional filmmakers have been using in their production process too. So quickly, these are some of the use cases of Unreal Engine in the film industry today, ranging from animation, virtual set, VR scouting, and I'll talk about some of them in just a little bit of time. Now, as it stands today, there's about over 250 film and television projects that have used or using Unreal Engine since 2016, and these productions range from all movies, big or small. It doesn't matter what is the size, really. So one of the first communities to embrace Unreal Engine was the pre-vis community, because you got instant feedback, there was no rendering time, and that was pretty much essential for working fast for filmmakers. And that vastly improved the way you could set your lighting and rendering quality and whatnot. But I'm going to show you an example from Halon Entertainment. Do understand that this is an old movie, it was released almost just before the pandemic, of course, but so the pre-production for it happened a few months before that. And just check out how they were able to map the previs that they did in Unreal Engine along with the final result that they had. Just be aware that there is probably going to be a very loud noise right now, so just fair warning. I trimmed it down because it still shows you the idea of how the camera angles mapped exactly to the final result itself, and that really the production itself. Another group of adopters, or early adopters, I should say, of production, or the production designers, and they are the art directors who work in the art department, building sets, modeling props, in some cases even designing creatures. Now, traditionally, they have been using CAD and drafting software for years, but it is only with Unreal that they were able to bring this design to photoreal quality, because what you saw earlier was, of course, not photoreal at all, but with improvements on the engine, you were able to get some very impressive output. Now, let's take an example from Netflix. This is a test that was developed by Aaron Sims of Aaron Sims Creative. And so let me just roll this clip really fast. So what you're seeing here is a character. If you follow the Netflix series Stranger Things, you're familiar with Demogorgon, very nice, friendly creature. And here it is actually running in real time in Unreal. Notice the quality of the rendering, the photoreal details that are visible from just the real-time playback, all the subsurface scattering, the saliva that you can see over here. This is almost close to 95, 99% of what the final output is going to look like. And this helps production designers quite a lot, because you're then able to figure out exactly what your final set is going to look like and prepare for that. And then you have in-camera VFX, which is picking up really fast in India and in Southeast Asia. Of course, the biggest example of in-camera VFX has been, of course, Mandalorian. And I think a lot of you folks must have seen the Mandalorian example a lot of times. So I'm not going to play any clip on that. But if you're interested in to see like how in-camera VFX were used in the Mandalorian, if you check out Hotstar or Disney Plus Hotstar, there is a collection of 8 documentaries that go into great detail about how the show was directed, from visual effects to some of the groundbreaking technologies that are developed for this. So let's then get to India stories. So what are some of the examples? Who are all some of the folks who have been using in-camera VFX, Unreal Engine pipelines, and whatnot? And for that, let me start with a screenshot I just took today. This is a movie. This is a #1. If you look at this bottom, this is a #1 trending music today, which is February, as of today, of course, February 24th. And this was released on February 13, 2022. And this is a music video called Kalavati, featuring superstar Mahesh Babu of the Telugu film industry. And let's take a look at what work was done here. It's pretty awesome.
Perfect gift for you.
చడిసిందే నిన్ను చదపడమని తెగ పిలిచినదే కమ్మ కమ్మ కళావతి నువ్వే గతి నువ్వే గతి కమ్మ కమ్మ కళావతి నువ్వు లేకుంటే అధోగతి
So it's of course obviously a very lovely song, 4 minutes long. Definitely check it out. But why I'm showing the song is, of course, the entirety of what you see in the background is actually made is a LED volume, and with all of your camera tracking done over here. And tomorrow we have a panel with Nesika, who is the head of technology and operations at Stage Unreal. They're a shop based in Chennai, and they are the ones who are, and she's going to be talking about how she went about making these kind of music videos and using this in her production. So definitely check it out. But it's here, like you're seeing in camera VFX LED volumes happening right here in India. Another example is
perfect gift for your love.
Another example of this is, of course, from the Kannada industry. And
once upon a time, there was a land.
Bang, 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 the skies just sang the dead man's anthem.
so this is of course Sudeep, superstar from the Kannada movie industry, and we have Vivek Reddy, who is part of Viga Entertainment, who's also going to be part of the panel tomorrow. And he worked on very surprising ways in which he used Unreal Engine for this particular movie. I don't know how much he can talk about it because this movie is still under production, but I'm sure we'll get a lot of insights about how Unreal and real-time pipelines were used for this particular or is being used for this movie. And finally, you have M2 animations. This is a fully animated shot rendered directly out of Unreal. This is a native Unreal project. It garnered over 1 million views in just 2 weeks. And let me just play that for you. Of course, it's 2 minutes long, so I'm gonna just cut it short, just in the interest of time. Let's check it out. stop right there. Yeah, glad you like Warhammer, VK Gupta. So let's, and it's not just in India, this is also some in-camera VFX is fast picking up across the world. There's just a quick montage of the in-camera VFX being used across the world. Let me just play
We were really one of the early adopters for virtual production here in the Southeast, and we got excited about the technology because of the future of what it can be.
Ce que permet ce nouvel outil, c'est de donner de nouveaux moyens créatifs aux clients afin de pouvoir projeter leur production dans des univers qui jusqu'à présent étaient inatteignables en live.
Also das ist natürlich beeindruckend, was man hier sehen kann. Das ist, ich würde sagen, die Perfektionierung der Zukunft. Diesem Know-how und dieser Digitalisierungsvariante ist das einfach ein neues Drehen.
E no final da diária você acaba saindo, possivelmente, com um material praticamente finalizado, onde você não precisa consertar nada.
We're only scraping the surface of what this technology can do. The benefits are countless. And the day will finally come when we all will say, green screen, your services are no longer required.
Olga Studios is a Spanish-based company specialized in an integral solution for filmmaking.
My name is Alex Ducky, and I'm a single frame figure in Milan, Italy.
So as you can see, Unreal Engine is really, I need to remove that. Okay. Yeah. Unreal Engine is really taking the world by storm. We're seeing quite a lot of work that we are doing in India to drive that kind of adoption. And one such program that we have been working on is called the Women Creators Program. So Women Creator Program made its debut in India. Very proud to say this is innovation that we did out of this region. And the program is really about inspiring and getting women creators to undergo training for about 3 weeks, followed by about 2 weeks of polishing their film, which is going to be about a minute or 2 minutes long. And that's a short film or animated short film rendered completely in Unreal Engine. And this is a collaborative effort, of course, but it's more modeled like the fellowship program, which is the Unreal Fellowship Program, where we have individual women currently who then get trained and they get and they have to produce a short film using all the tools provided by the Epic Games ecosystem, including Unreal Engine, Quixel, MetaHuman Creator, Reality Capture, and so on. And this is, of course, a sponsored program, so it's a great incentive for folks, for women creators to sign up and to be part of this program. We are, of course, launching this again in 2022, and I'll give you details about it in just a bit. But here is a quick sizzle reel of the work that was done by the women's or the women who participated in 2021's version of the Women Creator Program. And this is, you got to realize that, none of the women, or in fact, most of the women who were part of the program had never used Unreal Engine before. And so the work that they were able to accomplish in about just 5 weeks was quite amazing. So we're now very happy that we are actually expanding Women's Creator Program. In case you were wondering what WCP is, it's Women Creators Program, to Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and to Africa. And we're going to be selecting 20 women creators who are VFX supervisors, filmmakers, animators, game developers, or producers. And we're going to be beginning sometime around April, middle of April. That's kind of what we're hoping for. So if you're a woman and who really wants to get your hands dirty with Unreal Engine, this is your time. Do sign up for Women's Creator Program 2022. We're calling all women creators from India, Southeast Asia, Middle East, and Africa. And you can scan the QR code to sign up, and that's a short URL. I'll also put the QR code at the end of my talk. But the last day to apply for the Women's Creator Program 2022 version is going to be 31st of March 2022. So I'm looking forward to seeing like how we can empower women creators in all of these regions. Another program that we've also been working on is, of course, the Shots India program. Now, the Unreal Shots Film or the Shots India program was aimed to help celebrate and push creativity using real-time engine concepts and, of course, virtual production. And the Shots India program got together creators to learn Unreal Engine and to apply those concepts in their demo work. And the aim was really to inspire them to apply this concept in their work and set a creative benchmark. And this program was a longer one. This is a 3-month program where over 100 VFX creators and animators from around India explored real-time filmmaking using MetaHuman creators, Quixel, and even more powerful was that it was all powered through remote workflows because of the pandemic. And the program not only attracted aspiring professionals, but some of the biggest names in the business, including A.R. Rahman, Bharat Bala, Ayan Mukherjee, Dibakar Banerjee, and some of the top VFX houses like Technicolor, AISolve, Gametronics, Tilt Labs, Toons Animation, and so on. And once the shot was completed, they were judged by some of renowned Indian and international names, like the ones that's on the screen. And also folks like Karen Dufilho, who was part of Pixar before she joined Epic. So we had some of the biggest names participating in the Shots India program, and as part of the program, it's of course a challenge. So we had to judge the first 3 participants, and we also have special mentions. The winner of the first edition of the Shots India program was Technicolor, along with Neha and Ruchir. The second one was Holocraft, which is a studio based in Chennai. The third was a ragtag team of students and professors who made a very touching story about the horrors of drainage cleaners or manhole workers. And they were from IIT Bombay. And of course, special mentions of terrific work because they were all really good. But judges had to judge at the end of the day, with special mentions of Qki and Liga Entertainment, along with Toons Animation based in Trivandrum. And this is a sizzle reel of the work they So pretty cool work. And now we are working on the Shots India program, or SIP, for 2022. So we are calling all directors, storytellers, production houses, VFX shops. If you're interested in participating in this awesome program, which includes training, which includes us providing you with even virtual machines if you want to work with, and collaborating with some of the largest names in the Indian Indian film industry. Do sign up. This is the QR code for it, so definitely check out. And the last day to apply for the Shots India program is 15th of April 2022. So it's it's right around the corner. So I'm hoping to see a lot of folks applying for this. So with that, if you want to know more information about Unreal Engine and how we are working with other studios on virtual production, do check out uevirtualproduction.com. There's a lot of information both on the technical front and on some of the mentoring front, I would say, that you would find over here. Now, at Epic Games, your success is our success. And that's the reason we invest in the projects like the Shots India program or the Women's Creator program, and help develop Unreal Engine features that will then make it back in the hands of you, which is Unreal users. And many of the game engine features that I had shown you earlier, and all of the features that were used in the Shots program and in the Women's Creator program are available in the current version of Unreal Engine, which is 4.27. We're also very, very excited that the upcoming version of Unreal Engine 5, which has some kick-ass features, which will be available later this year, in your hands, or even earlier than that, hopefully, which has a lot of features that will help filmmakers like yourself. Now, if you're looking at learning Unreal Engine, having seen all of the work that's being done over here, we have a lot of work, a lot of things that we do. In fact, I just got a question from about how do you bridge the supply demand gap of figuring out or hiring Unreal Engine artists and developers. Now we do that through, of course, self-paced learning, which you can do at unrealengine.com/online learning. And in India and in Southeast Asia, we provide instructor-led training for free. This is so if you're interested in learning Unreal Engine, do reach out to us. We can connect you to our Unreal authorized trainers who are spread across the region, and they can provide you, once again, instructor-led training on how to use Unreal Engine and how to leverage the features that's available for real-time pipelines. At the same time, we also have interactive assignments in the Unreal Online Learning portal. And there's also, once again, a lot of information on uevirtualproduction.com if you wish to do some more digging around on how to use Unreal Engine. So with that, I'm going to stop. I'm pretty much right on dot for the 30-minute mark. So I'm now here to throw open the floor for Q&A and answer any questions that you might have regarding Unreal Engine, some of the work that I've been doing over here, and so on. By the way, I did promise one thing. Let me just do that really fast. I realized I didn't do that, which is I should just put the QR code on the screen. Let me do that really quickly. So while I'm fiddling around, if you have any questions, happy to answer them. All right, looks like I was terrifically clear. So I guess there's no questions. Awesome. All right, let me just post that over here. Where is my share screen? All right. So, that's the QR code for Women Creator Program and the Shots India program. So if you want to sign up, definitely check it out. I did get a question from Behram, which is, what's the next UE meetup, Mumbai or anywhere? Well, meetup is difficult considering the pandemic is still really not over yet. So we got to figure out. But we do have user groups, which is being headed by the community, and we are figuring out how we can meet up, if not in person, but at least online. And that's community work that's work in progress, and we'll definitely keep you posted. We'll probably be posting that on our Discord channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested to hear more about it.